Hey guys, so I know it's been quite a while, over a month, but yeah, I've been kind of busy with just various family things and dealing with some personal problems, but I'm back now, so I'm finally going to get to your theater questions that you sent me forever ago. I'm sorry it's taken this long, but here we go. Alright, the first question was, when did you start working in theater? Um, That's kind of a difficult question because I've kind of started and stopped off and on my whole life, but I used to do theater at summer camp when I was little, and then I quit for a while, and then in high school I joined the pit orchestra for our shows that we did in high school, and then I quit again because of some very, very rude people who made me feel absolutely horrible about myself and my abilities to do anything in theater. So I quit again, and then I started up again last September, I think it was, like September, October, in my college. And each time I was doing something different. But like when I was little I would act. When I was in high school, obviously I did pit band, or not pit band, pit orchestra. And then in college I now do the costumes, hair, makeup, and props. So, all kinds of fun. What is your favorite non-musical play? Gosh, that's a hard one because I haven't really seen many, at least not recently. I used to see a lot when I was a kid, but I don't remember many of them. I mean, the only one I know of now really well is The Shape of Things, and that's because I worked on that a few months back, and it's absolutely terrible. Don't watch the play. It's terrible. So I don't really think I have a favorite non-musical play. I did see a Sherlock Holmes one about 6-7 years ago, but I can't remember the name of it that I really liked. My brother took me to see that one. Would you ever do acting in theater? I used to when I was little, like from like age 5 through like age 10 or 11. I used to do that every summer with this like theater camp I used to go to, but not so much anymore. I've kind of lost the ability to. I'm not as good at it as I used to be. Besides, I prefer being behind stage working with tech crew and costumes and makeup and hair and all kinds of stuff like that. I find that to be much more fun personally. Have you ever worked on Les Mis? Actually, yes. That's the play I worked on in high school that made me quit in high school because of some jerks who I was working with, not going to name any names. But a whole bunch of people were very not nice to me. All of them were in the pit orchestra. All the actors I worked with were very nice to me. But all the mean to me were all in the pit orchestra, so Also, I've kind of given up that part of my life since then. But yeah, I did work on Les Mis, and it is still one of my favorite musicals, despite the horrible, horrible people I had to work with. I like the German version of Les Mis best. The last question, I saved this one for last because my answer's kind of sort of long-ish. Because this is actually a question that is very, very, very much geared towards me. What musical and or play would you recommend for a person who likes history and historical costumes? Thank you for asking this question, because oh my gosh, I get to go on and on about my two favorite musicals of like all time. Mostly because they're freaking awesome, and I've seen one of them on stage. Gosh, I think this is the only musical I've seen that I haven't worked on stage recently. I saw this almost a year ago. Almost exactly a year ago. I saw this on my study abroad trip, so you'll hear me rant about this again in another video. But the one that I personally like the most, this is my favorite musical currently of like all time. It's a German musical. Unfortunately, I don't think you can find it anywhere. I just happen to have the DVD that I bought when I saw it live. last year. Ow, my jaw hurts. But it's called Friedrich, Mythos und Tragödie. It's about Frederick the Great, and the musical tells pretty much his whole life, but it's told in like memory form. It's really interesting. Yeah, you'd have to see it to understand how it's really done. It's done really well, and the costumes are completely accurate, which is really astonishing. Though Kata's uniform is slightly off, but everything else is pretty much exactly accurate, and also it has Voltaire in it, and Voltaire's hilarious. But that one's my favorite. That one's really good for historical costumes and just history in general. There's that one, and then the other one that I really like, shockingly, is Elizabeth. It's also a German musical, and it's about Empress Elizabeth of Austria. And that one, oh my god. Where do I begin with this one? This one actually may soon enough take place of Friedrich because it's freaking awesome. I love the 2005 revival, I think it's the revival, one, which, oh my god, that one's amazing. I'm going to hopefully get to see that on stage when, hopefully I'm going to get to see Elizabeth next year on stage when me and my friend Becca go to Germany for a week or so. Hopefully I'll get to see it then, but yes, that one is amazing for historical costumes. I'm also making replicas from that one because I love historical costumes and it gives me good practice, and it's quite a lot of fun. But but they're both amazing. If you get the chance, you should see both of them. Elizabeth is really dramatic, and the music is phenomenal, and the staging is great. The choreography is amazing. I love it. It will stick with you, like, just the music will get stuck in your head so easily. But anyway, they're both great, and yeah, that's essentially all I have to say about those for now. I'll probably talk more about them at other points in time, but and that is all of the questions that I have gotten from you guys. Hopefully maybe I can do more of these in the future. Yes, I hope to do more of these in the future. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic summer. But that's all for now. I will see you next time.